All right, good morning and welcome back to New York session 2 for the day. It is just a few seconds a few seconds left to 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and we are we are just beginning to enter the New York session for 3rd of April 2025. And let's start with the Euro USD 4-hour chart as usual, which is one of the classic examples of what could a third wave within an impulse rally mean. So you see, just about 48 hours or less than 48 hours, I think we were seeing Euro USD trade at 1.077 something below 800, and now intraday highs have been 1160, if I am not wrong. So this is what happens, or this is what means when you see a third wave rally which is extending itself. Now this is a classic example of a third wave extension. Let me bring up an hourly chart. You can see how the rally has materialized, and without wasting any times, the guns have been firing left and right. I mean, this is one, two, and again one, two, three, four, and five. This is still going on. It's not yet complete. I think it's one, two, three, maybe wave four, and then one more push high. I think we should be very close, very, very close to 1.13. In fact, so we've got wave one, two, the third wave is still going on, and then wave four and wave five. So we should be comfortably trading above 1.12 going forward. And this is what it means when the third waves are, and we've been discussing time and again that the euro has been rallying and unfolding third wave extension at three different degrees. The first one at the minute degree, which is still unfolding. The second one is a minute a degree, which is just about to complete, maybe one more lower degree left. And the third one, which is complete now at a sub-minute degree in March, first week. All right, so Euro USD bulls are completely in control. There is no need to do anything else except for holding the long positions. For those who are still sitting on the sidelines, unfortunately they could not buy yesterday. I would say it is some more time for the sideways. I mean, you got to sit on the sideways now because we are already 250 points higher from yesterday's previous lows, and it is already testing 1.12 in a short while. All right, so but still, if you want to, you can initiate partial longs. There might be setbacks though, but the risk reward ratio will not be very good in that case. We have placed our stop loss at 1.05. In fact, we are just about planning to move it to a break even or just around 1.07. Maybe in the next session or Monday. All right, maybe one more session we will look to see what's going on. All right. So Euro USD firmly on the long side with upside targets towards 1.12, 1.15 and higher. All right. Let's look into what dollar index has to say. I think this is the dollar index is also one of the classic examples of what a third wave extension might do, irrespective of the fact that it could be at any level. I mean, here the third wave extension is within the sub-minute wave 5. So it's a much lower degree. It is within the sub-minute wave 5. So it is even lower than the sub-minute degree. But then again, a third of third wave extension is what it is. At whichever level, whatever degree it is playing out, it means business all the time. And we have seen it happen time and again, over and over and over again. And this is just one more example. So dollar index, while we were just trading above 104, I categorically remember all day yesterday, we were somewhere around 104.15, and just in less than 24 hours, we are trading close to 101.20 with intraday lows hitting at 101.20. That is an amazing 300 points decline in the dollar index, which is quite unusual in normal days. But as I said, market was waiting for some fundamental trigger which came in overnight as the liberation day. That's what they call, and it's just a trigger for us. We were waiting for this price action to materialize, and it is so soothing to our eyes that the path that which was laid yesterday and day before yesterday is now almost complete. Now the first target is around 101, which is almost achieved. So short-term traders might have booked profits as well. But if you are a positional trader, believe it or not, this journey is still not complete. It has got waves to go lower. At least it is now completing the sub-minute wave 5. After that, we should see a with sub-minute wave 5, it is also completing the minute wave 3. We should be seeing a minute wave 4 corrective rally before it turns lower again to complete minute wave 3 and then 4 and 5. By the time minute wave 5 is complete, the dollar index would be much lower, much lower towards the 90, 97, 95 mark. All right. So that is the story in the dollar index. Please remain firmly on the short side. And the stop loss, okay, we had our stop loss at 107, but be prepared. Possibly next week we would be at a break even or just about 104.50. All right. Okay, so that is the story in the dollar index. Now we may go to the next most interesting unit, which is gold. So let's have a look at what gold is doing. Believe it or not, gold has done what we were anticipating and what we were expecting, but it could be still early times for us to declare this as a potential top. Every parameter is kind of matching. Let me bring up the wave counts. See, minor, there are three different degrees which being played out, and fifth wave at three different degrees might be completing right now, or it has just completed at 3165. All right. Now, if we look at this minor wave 3 and then minor wave 4, and then we start counting 5 waves again. So minute wave 1, minute wave 2, minute wave 3, 4, and we again start counting 5 waves. So that is wave 1, wave 2. I think that could be wave 3, 4 and 5, or it could be wave 3, and then that could be wave 4, and we might be seeing one more high, wave 5. So either wave 5 is done, or we are just about one more leg away. Let me check out with the Fibonacci ratios. I mean, is it the 38.2%? Because it could be an expanded flat as well, gentlemen. Yeah, it is. It is a 38.2% already. So it could be one more wave away from a major top in place, which would go all the way towards 3256 as well. All right, so it could be too early for us to declare right now that gold has topped out or gold has potentially completed all the five waves at three different degrees. But 3256, yes, certainly we would be sure that it's complete. All right. Now let's have a look at what this drop has done. Is it an impulse, or is it an impulse of a new drop, or is it an impulse within the expanded flat structure? Let me zoom in a bit. That could be. Now this looks like an impulse. So I mean, declaring this as wave 5 and that one as wave 4 is quite possible. And we've seen an impulsive drop lower, which has been 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There you go. It's 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That could be wave 3, or it could be an extended wave 3 where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then again we got that low little bit wave 4 and 5. It's quite possible that we've just completed an impulse. So if it is an impulse of a fresh wave or fresh degree, or the first impulse lower, then the rally would be corrective from here. Corrective rally from here, we can sell again. It will go and test the backside of the trend line, which is around 31.32 now. So 31.32, I think we would be fairly confident because we've booked profits. Okay, just let me be very honest. We have booked profits in the terminal in the portal quite early on because it was risky. It was an aggressive trade call right around 31.50. Okay, so we could not wait for 31.07 to be broken. Of course, we were waiting for that to happen, but after that break, prices dropped in a flash. There was no chance, no room to sell. So we just allowed it to complete its drop. Now, since it is beginning to cut loose on the north side, we will look for a three-wave corrective move on the higher side, possibly at a 61.8% Fibonacci ratio. We would like to enter again on the short side. Somewhere around here, 3120, 3130 zone, and that would be, we can sell that with a fair amount of confidence, believing that a major top could be in place. Worst come scenario, this could be wave 4, and we still have wave 5 to go. All right, I think it's wave 1, wave 2, and then that is wave 3, 4, and possibly we've got that 5-wave rally here. So it's not necessary to have a doubt or an opinion or an alternate count, but still we would like to keep as an alternate count. We've got wave 3 here, correct? I'm just rechecking and reconfirming. I think we are good with wave 5 complete. All right, so let's move it over here. Let's move the fifth wave slightly lower. It's quite possible that wave 4 is also complete. So going back on the 4-hour chart, that could be possible that we've got a first impulse lower. In any case, we'll remain flat for a while now, and we'll go short at 31.20, 31.30 price, which could be tomorrow or early Sydney Tokyo overlap. But we would wait for price action to reach there and then go short again. But I think we are now in a good position to declare that gold might have just topped out, or it's just one high away from a major top to pick out. All right. And as discussed earlier, we can go and watch out for the Dow Jones, what it is doing. No issues here. We'll have to wait for a while. I'd have to shift wave B here, and it's quite possible that we've got wave A, potential wave B, and it can rally all the way towards wave C. So aggressive longs can be taken if you are in a mood to take aggressive longs. 41,000 lows, and we can take just about a short risk around 40,500. I mean, I would be more inclined to issue a sell call in the portal, but if you are anyways inclined in taking a risk here, then buying Dow Jones at current price around 41,050 or 41,000, a stop around 40,500 would not be ruled out actually. It's a good deal. The risk reward ratio, I mean, the potential remains around 44,000 going forward. I was just trying to see if the RSI is visible or not, but I think there's some problem in the chart. But anyways, Dow Jones could be very close for an extended wave C up there before before it drops lower again or turns lower again. For the Bitcoin, yes, again the same story remains for Bitcoin from what we discussed in the last session. Bitcoin still has room on the upside towards 91,000, 94,000, where minute wave C is potentially able to complete or terminate before it reverses lower again or turns lower again. Right. So those are the stories as we move into the New York session 2 for the day, and let's bring it a pause here. Euro still firmly on the long side, dollar index still firmly on the short side. Gold, I think it is now beginning to cut loose on the south side. We'll be confidently selling on rallies in the portal. Pound, okay, we've got pound left. I think next is GBP USD, and the 4 hour story, I'm fairly confident it's firmly on the south, long side again. It's moving confidently over the 3300 handle, and it's I think all three are equally moving. You talk about euro, you talk about pound, you talk about dollar index. So I mean, it's just just less than 24 hours. We were trading below 2900. Now we are trading at 31 or close to 3200. So it's almost 300 pip move in all the three major instruments that we've got trading interest on. All right, so please remain on the long side here as well. And once again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back again in a few hours to continue the Tokyo Sydney overlap. Until that time, as always, please do take care and God bless. Goodbye.